Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. Thank you Autosave for autosaving at that exact moment. I am SeiferKatt and we have got a lot of ash in my hole. That's right, we've got a real ash hole. So we're going to deal with that today. We need some burners. So we're going to just start with that. Stone furnaces, that's just a lot of stone. Really? Do we not have just a ton of stone just everywhere? We do. I was kind of hoping there'd be like some stone deposits I could just totally steal, and there's actually none of them around here, which is a very funny and annoying position to be in right now. So, I did some maths, quick maths. A math proof that allows you to assemble one sphere and reassemble it to two spheres. How does that make sense? Is this your logic on why coal can be split into... can be crushed and then give you more coal? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to get the... I know it's probably not super important to do right now, but if we get it done now, we don't need to worry about it in the extremely near future. So, the maths that I ran should get about 9 burners sorted. And 9 burners should be... 9 burners, as Bill Gates once said, should be enough for anyone. But, you know, I'm not sure actually if Bill Gates said that. But who knows what Bill Gates says? He says all sorts of weird things. Bill Gates is always telling me things are enough. But Bill Gates inserted microchips into my body multiple times. And I don't know if I can forgive him for that. Why would Bill Gates do such a thing? That's my real question to you all. Why did Bill Gates put microchips inside me? You ordered a mac and cheese pizza? Nice. That was very much Bill Gates' quote. You heard it. You were there. You heard him say it. Okay. I don't think any of us are telling the truth now. Mac and cheese pizza. You got invited to a Pathfinder game. Nice! You gonna play? I've never really played Pathfinder, but I hope you enjoy it. If you go. If you decide you want to Pathfind. You made an orc kineticist blacksmith. Half of those words don't mean anything to me. I've only played Pathfinder First Edition. You're going to drop anvils on people. Hilarious. I love it. I hope you have a great time. Yeah. So I've got a bit of a D&D story that I'll tell a little bit later on because I want there to be a good number of people, because I did a thing in D&D and I'm very proud of it. So we'll probably tell that about an hour in, if I remember. I don't think Avatar The Last Airbender dropped anvils on people as a regular thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I never read the comic books. Oh, I see. That's the class you're playing. I understand. Right. Okay. Air, earth, fire, water, metal, earth. Oh, we're doing Chinese zodiac. No. Some Chinese, but also not. Because you don't have wood. Wood. Air, earth, water, metal, earth. Oh yeah, you had earth twice, I see. Yeah, we got a minor problem there. That's okay, we can get ash out somehow. This wasn't supposed to run out. And yet it has. You know what? The answer to that? Fix it now. I mean, we've literally got coal, we've got ash. Let's fix it. If it works, it's gonna be funny. Hell, even if it doesn't work, it's gonna be funny. Never underestimate doing things because they're like the sole reason that it's funny. Okay, that's not what we needed. We didn't need you to pull the coal out, but that's okay. You did your best. You failed. I did it again. There we go. So I'm glad that I came to check out this the situation, because the situation was bad. It's gonna be the name Acme. You know what? I love that. That's inspired. Are you from Envalania? Where you let the anvils ring? It's just a plane of metal. Fair enough. No, I've done it again. Oops, I've done it again. It's the same goddamn mistake. I will never learn. Oh baby, baby, whoops, you think I would learn. Not gonna happen. I just keep effing up. Okay. So that is an ash hole. The only thing that could make my ash hole better is if it got more ash. Could actually take another one. There we go. Look, it's fine. Most modern planes are made of metal. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Wait, no, hang on. I just realized what Odaba meant. God damn it, no. Yes, they are made of metal. You're right, because you're talking about aeroplanes. God damn it. So made of composites. Composites are still metal though, aren't they? Ah, no, don't make those. Well, we made some of those. Some are made of wood. Composites are not metal. Are they not? I thought they were metal composites. Look, I was never a big metal fan, so I don't know. I think fiberglass or carbon fiber. Okay, I'm thinking about it. I still don't know. What's fiberglass? I get... Fiberglass? Do I need to make fiberglass at any point? Probably. Prepared glass. Phosphate glass. Just... Do I not have to make fiberglass in this? There's no metal in them. I that much I understand from what you've said. Up. Thread that needle. Thread that needle. Literally shards of glass and glue. Oh, is that why it's itchy? Wait, is fiberglass the one that's itchy? I could be wrong. Soot is not as useful as I want it to be. So the plan here is we go... Actually, how many... No, that's not the plan. It's slightly the plan, but not really the plan at all. The plan is actually... No, that's not the plan either. What is the plan? Do I know the plan? I don't think I know what the plan is. Let's rethink the plan. Okay. Because we need to burn shit. That's known. That's a known factor. Right, I know what the plan is now. The non-burning shit goes in here. Obs. We'll deal with that later. Okay, whereas this... is the burning shit. Right? But we put it too close. Because when you make a mistake, just keep making mistakes. You'll figure it out. And then we want that to go through here. So what I'm not sure of is how much ash this will actually deal with. Which I feel we'll probably figure out very soon after doing this. I hope. It doesn't need to be that fast, so it can probably be slower. Okay, so the soda is not entirely the problem. The real question is how much of a transport belt will this take? That's taken up too much of a transport belt already. So 5 is basically a transport belt of ash. Okay. But if we do that, really we just want to get rid of the ash so we don't need to ever think about this for a while. I was going to say ever again, but that's not how this mod ever works. Inserters could be... Do we really want to just fill this up? Yes. Yes, apparently we do. Now the problem I feel that I'm having is... Well, actually, no, that's not really a problem. That's a feature. When we do that... So that's getting some ash out of there. Then if we did this, priority that side, then the ash is really going somewhere. Right, and I don't want to be storing it anymore. You know what, actually? Let's just stop storing ash entirely. This is where we're going wrong. We're giving in to the base instincts of mankind. And the engineer must never give way to the base instincts of mankind, for the engineer is perfect. He is the perfect man. Or, depending on your mod, Shrek. Okay, now the problem is a little bit different. Now the problem is, as we are doing this... nope. I don't want them to be that fast. It doesn't need to be that fast. It just needs to get ash out. Okay. That doesn't need to be like that either. That really can just not need a filter. No filters. In fact, not only that, I can just do that. Cool. Now that for a transport belt, into that. That is still enough? I'm confused. Right, yes, that is still enough. So we can actually cut that down there. So we probably need another belt of stuff. Which is easy to come by. We just do it again. That's going to be another belt of ash. And we just do it again. As I said, the goal here is just to get it sorted. So the coal dust comes down this way. We may have to split it again. That's okay if we do. Okay. That's good, I think. If it makes more coal than we need, then it's okay that it stops. So what we want to do is probably more like... there's no reason to reroute everything through that storage anymore because we're not using that storage. Everything should be routed this way. Everything. And then we've got to figure out how to empty this at some point, but that's not really a problem. That one is not too far away from what we actually need. Oh god, we got all this ash. No, that's fine. All this ash that we can't use right now. But right now is the important part of this. Not forever, it's just right now. What was the plan for this? Oh, I see. That's... could be looking better. Why are you not fueling this? Why are you not fueling this? Oh, I see, because that's all ash, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so the plan here is then we go any ash that makes it to the end will then feed back into the system, I suppose. Make logical sense? I'm also going to put a box down like here and just throw stuff in there. Figure it out. Okay, and then what I'm also going to do is I might actually go a third one of these up here. No, that's not helping. That's not helping anyone. I think we just go like that. And then... Right, we're going to get the ash out of here, that's fine. What if we went the other way? The other way may make more sense. That ash, oh god, there's more ash that I haven't accounted for. Hello, Bedless Dane. What if we go building downwards? What if we just do this? We've got a little ash facility here, and we just feed it, and we feed it, and then it feeds itself. I'm producing more ash than I'm consuming. No, these don't produce that much ash. They consume 1,000, they will make 218. The entire base. Yes. I'm not really using a lot of ash for much, honestly. The base itself doesn't really have a lot of ash consumption. Hello, Soulburn. Perhaps I should be using the ash more, but it's not. Context-free hello. Hello. I'm concerned that we are not making enough. That's making 30 per minute. That's consuming 36. I see. We're not actually... Okay, we're not... we're not making enough coal dust. Interesting. I hadn't anticipated this problem. It is a funny problem, but I hadn't anticipated it. We're not wasting enough coal. We're not using enough coal dust to make the coal or something. I don't know. What output do I get from burning ash? More ash. Exactly. That is actually correct. Ashly correct. I don't know. Are we actually getting through the ash piles? I think once these backlogs start draining out, we should be okay. That's just not happening. Yeah, you do get a lot less ash. You get like 1/5 of the ash. But that's still ash, right? The way you fix this is just more ways of splitting things up, and it'll solve itself. So that's flowing. Prioritize the non-burning part. That's a good idea, actually, yeah. Well, they're both, this side's both burning parts, I suppose, if I do that, though. That can go probably that way, then. Alright. There's a stick, a trick. I like it more when there's a stick. Look on the inserters on the top. Top of what, sorry? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, that's not a splitter, is it? The top one. You mean like that? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm always using an old version. Apparently. Oh, that's fun. That's a cool trick. I agree. Cool trick. Cool trick. Isn't it a J-Rock band? Oh shit, I think you might be right. Back from when I used to care about such things. You might be right. Not that, what is it? What was it actually called? Cool joke. Cool joke, man. Why is there ash coming through here? Where's the ash coming from? Oh, there. Classic. You know how it is with those ash twin projects. Anyway, this should deal with quite a bit of my problems for a time. That's probably how I know of them. Not that I ever watched all of FMA, but I did like to watch openings of anime. Opening is my favorite part of the anime. Okay. Okay. Everything appears to be flowing fairly well. There is like an unbuilt inserter there, which is very funny. We're still desperately fighting to get these numbers down. But everything's flowing. How much ash does that make of transport belts? Doesn't even make a full belt, so it'll sort itself out. Doesn't look like anything's stopping on the main lines. So I think my next plan is to try and get rid of this 257,000 ash, which I'm just going to sort of chuck into here and see what happens. It took hours to make that much ash, so it's probably going to take hours to get rid of that much ash. That's alright though. Do you want to try going the right way? Thank you. So that will take... I don't know how fast one of these goes. That's going to take a while. I'm not too fussed. The point is, everything is being burnt away. And I am happy with that fact. No, I'm not happy with that fact. Not everything is being burned away as much as I wish it was. Now it is. It is inserter limited, yes, that's still true. Ultimately, this factory is making, or this part of the factory is making 4,000 ash per minute. It is a little bit inserter limited, but I think, given the fact everything's moving, and these, I think, yeah, 2 of the slow mechanical inserters are enough to empty it. So the reason why these aren't emptying yet is just because they haven't had a chance to get through all the backlog from behind them. But as that clears up, see, because this is going down, as these clear up, that space will become available and it'll start doing it. So yeah, it's fine. And now the next step is figuring out how we can make more efficient coal and therefore less ash. But in the meantime, what's happening here? We're having a shortage of these little battery guys because we have a shortage of zinc. Yeah, we've had a shortage of zinc for a while. We're going to wait until we get the next level of zinc, which is what we're working on now. That's okay. There's not too much I can do about that as of yet. But this is good. Power should be a little bit more stable now that we're not just throwing all the ash in a box and hoping. We have more power plants we can build. I was very boldly saying everything was fine now, and now I'm not so sure. See, from being bold for no reason. Name a more iconic duo, right? Ah, shit. Okay, well I'm glad I figured that problem out before it became a problem. These aren't really dropping ash fast enough. They're not really dropping ash at all because it's all in the same belt. The option is
Got some quality?
be better. That's not really a good answer, but that solution was terrible, so we need to have a better solution. It was a good idea, but I think what it was is a good starting point for an idea. Thank you, Splee, by the way, for raising the quality of the stream. It is always appreciated. Oh, you're right. That's negative quality. Thank you. There we go. It's fixed now. Thank you. So my plan here is almost the same, but we spread them out. But we spread them out more than that. Yeah, that's what he does. And we might as well do it this way. There we go. We do it that way. And this last one will go both ways, because screw it. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, but now it's going to deal with the ash. These ash twin projects, I tell ya. Okay. So now that deals with that problem slightly better. We do need to pull all these up. There are still problems with this, of course, because no problem with SeiferKatt servers fixed with one go. I think people would be disappointed if I solved a problem in one attempt. I might be wrong on that, but I'm certainly disappointed. Negative epic, it's been Odava. It was Odava. It doesn't go to lower than legendary, negative legendary though, and nor will it ever. I'm not ever going to code that in. Code that in. What am I saying? I'm not coding. There's no coding happening here. Oh, it's not even aligned anymore. You know what? Sometimes. I don't like that it's not aligned. I'm gonna undo that. A negative legendary, that's the kind of coding that upsets a nurse. What nurse is upset by negative legendary? Like what reference am I missing there? Nurses are upset by codes. Are they? Like codes of ethics? Okay, this is taking slightly longer than I wanted it to really take, but hey, that's life sometimes. Okay. Patient coding is very bad. Wait, does coding mean like dying or something? I have enough medical knowledge to know patients dying is a bad thing. I have a lot of medical knowledge, but I know that. My understanding of basic medical knowledge is you shouldn't let a patient die. I learned that in medical school. I didn't go to medical school, don't lie. I would have been a terrible doctor for so many reasons. Where is this ash coming from? Or is it just left over from the last time I did this? Probably leftovers. Ghost. A soft ghost. I mean, the longer I futz around with this, the good news is, the longer I play with this, the more time I get more circuits to improve my coal production. Do I need to improve my coal production? Probably, actually. But I don't know. Probably. Suppose the idea is more efficient coal is probably not a bad thing, right? There's a bit of ash in there. That shouldn't be there. How does that even get there? Okay. And then we will... Boop. Boop. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Cool. That's probably sufficient. Not really dropping the coal yet, but it will soon. No, it won't because it doesn't have fuel, because silly reasons. Okay. That's probably good. Oh, no, we missed a spot there. Still need to finish building that. What? What do you mean that? This? There's a lot of things I need to finish building. So, managed to... I took the day off work today to go see... Oh, okay, cool. To go see the new Fantastic Four movie, because screw it, I want to see the new Fantastic Four movie. So I did. So me and my wife took the day off work to go see Fantastic Four. Which is an entirely normal reason to take a day off work as far as I'm concerned. Non-spoil? I would never spoil. I would never. Am I allowed to say if I enjoyed it or not, though? Is that acceptable? How was it? Yes, okay, I missed that. Sorry, my bad, my bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I really like the Fantastic Four in general, so I was hoping it was good, and I enjoyed it. Yeah. These are critically well received. I mean, I don't know if it's the best Marvel thing in years. I think that was Thunderbolts. But it was fun. You know, I liked it. It wasn't a disappointment like Fantastic Four was. Or Fantastic, or whatever the hell they called that stupid movie. You still need to watch Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts was good. I really loved Thunderbolts. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I like Thunderbolts a lot. I think Fantastic Four, good movie. I was entertained. And that's more than you can say about some movies that they've made. I know I try to be like a not sympathizer, what's the word? Apologist for Marvel movies, because sometimes they come out and they're not good, but this is a good one. I don't know if we're burning through that ash fast enough. We're certainly making progress, I just don't know if we're making enough progress. Do I have enough to make some faster inserters? Yes, I do. Do I have enough to make another burner? It's going to be burners all the way down if I'm not careful. You want to suggest something? Not this. Not this is an acceptable thing to suggest. Because I'm certainly feeling not this as a suggestion. Good. But a more specific suggestion. Go on, please. What do these burners do? These burners, you put stuff in them and they go away. Sometimes they make ash. The problem is we got too much ash, so we're burning ash to make ash, but we make like significantly less ash than we started with. Which is important because these power plants keep starving themselves because they get filled with ash. Which was a problem because then we lose our power grid. They are not a power grid, no. They're actually using coal. Take your major, build, flip it for the output ash. Oh. It was really just an ash vent, yeah. They basically do this and then put it over there. That would actually make a lot more sense. That is actually so much a better idea than what I'm doing. But then hang on, no, but then we run into the same problem. What do we do with that ash? Can't they make another one? It'd be friggin' burners all the way down. I think this is working. I think also we're beginning to run out of the ash. Because a lot of the backlogs are dying off now. Not all of them though, clearly. feed it back into the system. You know what I think my new plan is? And I'm sorry, my new plan is I'm just going to leave here and not look back. Because I've looked at it for too long already, and it is breaking my skull in a non-pleasing method. In a non-pleasing way, my skull is being broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit more power. Is this actually connected? It is. Huh. The ignore it plane is good. Yeah. I don't like building over this copper, but quite frankly there's a lot of copper around, so... I would just like to get one more power plant going before we shut the whole thing, before we just leave. And just add just a little bit more requirements for the ash destruction, and just make it just that little bit step worse. It'll probably ruin everything. Because whatever I'm going to do is probably going to require more power, and that's going to break shit. How do I know this for sure? I know who I am as a person. I just don't like building on like a ore patch like this, but quite frankly it doesn't matter. Look, what will probably happen at some point, there'll be a production that needs copper and coal or ash, and I will be like, oh, look at this, already prepared for it. Because I'm a genius. I've run out of land, run out of belts. Good work, genius. Hurt my own feelings now. It's alright, someone's got to hurt my feelings, might as well be me. I'd rather be me than anyone else, you know? Increase quality, yes, we can do that. You try not to hurt feelings? I've got hurt feelings. I've got hurt feelings. Why are you not making stuff? You're connected to the grid. Why are you not making stuff? Because you're not connected to the grid. Goodness gracious. Who's not connecting things to the grid? That's not connected to the grid. And then... okay. Well, it sounds like more ash is being produced. We saw this one coming, but not the way as it happened. We have double the power than we currently require available. That's what I consider good news. And my intermetallic science has crapped out. Probably because of rubber! Legitimately surprised. Why did rubber die? Oh, I know why rubber died. Is these boxes full of meat? No. Oh, hell, I remember seeing this in my scouting like a week ago. My cocoons are stupid. Okay, we have not been making any science for a little bit. Let's just drive through here. We have a minor science it's not a science emergency, it's just a science breakage. Because the cocoons have oversupplied. Science turns back on, power suddenly sucks. I mean, actually, yeah, that's possible. It won't suck, it just won't be as good as it could be. It's not going to be terrible, though. Fixed quality? Did I not? Oh, gosh darn it. Thank you. That's right, we can go this way, can't we? Just a little power source there with a little radar, that's cute. Sort of idiot that came up with that one. But Darbra's harassing me too much. A little bit, yeah. It's alright, I probably deserved it. You know what, I'm just going to build 4 burners. It's just going to be good. I'm going to need those burners later, let's just prepare them now. Okay, let's go get some basic supplies, because we're going to need those too. So let's go to my little mall. I was going to say I love a little mall, but little malls is always sad. You know, a little mall with like 10, 20 shops, and you're like... Usually those malls don't succeed because people don't go to the mall to go to 10, 20 shops. You know, you go to a mall because lots of shops. But they're like, oh look, it's our little mall. You're like, that's cool. No one wants to be here. It's sad. You're like, but it's so cute a mall. It's a cute mall, doesn't it think? No, no one thinks it's a cute mall. Everyone hates it actually. And they're like, oh, but it's cute. No, it's really not. It's just sad. That's how people sound in my head apparently. Talking about their cute malls. Okay. I think it's now time to talk about D&D stuff because I think it's been we've got a decent number of viewers. So I've been trying to wrap up my D&D game. We haven't been playing D&D much lately because people have been busy. Number one, the hardest thing to fight in D&D is of course scheduling. But anyway, we've still been playing D&D. And I gave the party a wish, and I assumed, falsely, that they were going to wish to make Tiamat not evil or something like that. So, okay, basically, they were in the hells, trapped there by Tiamat, and they were like, okay, how do we leave? And a couple of devils said, hey, we've got a way that you can make a wish to get out of here in exchange for a coin. They don't know why the coin yet, but the whole point was, you know, make a wish, get out of the hells. And they're like, sweet, this can only be a bad thing for us somehow. But they had a wish. And they were talking about the wish being to wish that Tiamat was not evil. Therefore, they would never be thrown into the hells. Therefore, everything would be hunky-dory. That's what they told me their wish was going to be. Then they all agreed that that wish is too powerful and I would never allow it. Okay. I was actually going to allow it, but okay. And so instead they decided that their wish should be... Hang on, sorry. Their wish should be that... Basically the quest they went on, they never went on. Which is an interesting request, because at that point, what have they been doing for the last, you know, however long of game time? So, I investigated that theory. If the quest you were on, you never went on in the first place, what have you been doing? So there was a bright flash of light and suddenly they're fighting. They don't know where they are. They've never seen this place. But they're fighting. There is a guy in robes behind them. Ah, a cultist, they say. Must be a cultist. Makes sense. They were fighting cult, now they're fighting a cult again. So they cast sleep on the cultist and he's just like, what? Why did you... and he falls asleep. Like, that was a weird reaction from a bad guy. And they just don't know where they are. The cultist was like hammering on a like computer console, which is, you know, I don't know why it was a console, but whatever. Runes. And look, you know, we all want to be choked with a bit of ash from time to time. I know, I saw it. I just didn't want to fix it. Basically, I in media res to them in the middle of a D&D game. So they didn't actually know what was going on anymore, because the quest they had been going on is not the quest that... Oh shit, that probably matters. Is not the quest that they were on previously. So they're like, we don't know what we're doing, who we're fighting, why we're fighting them, who this guy is. Is he our friend? He seems to think he's our friend, but we don't know who he is. And so they're just like, they're just fighting. They realize that maybe the guy they cast sleep on, maybe he should be woken up because he might be useful. And he's just like, why did you put me to sleep? You said you wanted me to close the portal. And they're like, yep, close the portal, that's what we want. One of the people looks at their weapon, it's broken, they're not sure why. Like, the party is so confused because the world changed the quest they were on. And in media res is a very funny thing to do in like session 8 of a D&D game. Because no one's got any flipping clue what's happening. And no one was kind of expecting that. You know, there's a big bad guy busting down the door being like, I'm here for revenge. And they're like, we don't even know who you are. It's like, oh no, another one. They're like, okay, we killed all the guards. It's like, we stuck through this place with like 1,000 guards, and you think 4 of them is enough? And you're like, I mean, in this room. I mean, yeah, in this room we killed all the guards. And they're like, weird thing to say. And it's like, okay, I've closed the portal. Now you can get us out of here. And they're like, how? How? You got the book from the White Dragon? Remember the book? The one that you wouldn't let me have because you didn't trust me the whole time? And they're like, do I have a book? You do have a book. Ah. So the party has no idea what's happening. By the end of this, they will have stopped 2 TM-up plots, but no one will remember the first one. Book. Yeah, that became chicken. Book. Yeah, so that's... Okay, let's go fix the cocoons, because that's what we were supposed to do. Then we can go deal with the pulseless sea. Oh, I shouldn't have driven through this forest. That was a mistake. Still playing D&D. Yeah, what's wrong with D&D? I like D&D. Is it not cool to like D&D anymore? It's not the best system. Okay, I don't care. Okay, it's not the best system anymore. It's never been the best system. What it is the system that I am the most comfortable with. And you know what that makes it? The best system. I don't care. I don't care about all these great systems. I don't know the other great games. What matters is I enjoy it. What matters, the best system is one you play. Exactly. Like, I've played a bunch of systems and never really understood them. D&D I get. Like, D&D I understand. I do not need anyone to explain D&D to me, because I know D&D. It's not a problem. And that makes it just the best system to play for me. Because... Also, I get the idea... I know what a... You know, what all the classes are. I know the tropes. I'm happy. So, yeah, sure. D&D may be a shit system. D&D may be made by a company that's crap. Think about your players. Dude, what do you think my players are? My players all came from a D&D club. We all know what we're talking about. Although when I'm done running, we're going to play Kids on Bikes, which I don't know anything about, but I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so the problem is we've got all these cocoons, and the water is stuck, which is a problem. It's good that we've got all the cocoons, but with the water being stuck, it's a bad thing. So, how do we deal with the cocoons? Put them on different sides of the belt. My god. He's a genius. Ow. Wait. What? How do those even get there? It is. That's actually a good way of doing it. How? No, it's look how much space I've got. I've got so much space. I can. Hello? Hey, c'est la vie. That was c'est la vie. Okay. What am I doing? How am I doing that? Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him, honestly. You know what? If C'est la vie needs to be somewhere, he can go there. I trust him. Okay, having a bit of extra space. And then we go barrels. We could actually go a little bit smaller. We don't even need to do that. How's the ash hole coming along? The ash hole's doing well, man. It's big. I am, however, sad I'm not allowed to write ash hole in a Twitch description, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Okay. Cocoon. Then we go like this. Say water barrels. We will fix that up in a moment. Cocoon. Up here, water barrels. Cocoon. Water barrels. Yeah, I heard about that. Holy shit. Man. How do you steal $500,000 from a charity and think that's okay? Like, how the frig do you think you get away with that? V-Shoujo is dead. Is V-Shoujo actually dead, or in theory V-Shoujo is dead? Because they got away with it until now. I mean, I believe Mousy was also saying that she wasn't paid full amount, but she was just like quiet about that bit. Until they stole from her the charity. Wait, did the talents all leave? Did they all go? Oh wow. Good. I'm not a huge Iron Mouse fan, you know, but I pay attention. Like, I do watch her. She's fun enough. So, yeah, pretty deplorable. Stealing from a charity is always an interesting decision to make. Oh, wait, did all the talents leave V-Shoujo? Wait, isn't Pikami like V-Shoujo? Not Pikami, sorry. Whoops. I didn't say that, I mean someone else. She left? Good on her. Yep. I haven't watched Henya in ages, but again, they all did. Fuck yeah. I mean, it's rough. You know, your organization's supposed to have your back, and to do things like shitty things like that is woof. Stealing money from charity is there's a special place in hell for people who do that. Like, you don't steal from charity. Check the exit date in this table. Oh, I should be looking forward to that. Okay, let's just sort that. Wait, one person hasn't. Oh, they lost case on as well? Shit. One's left? Why is one left? Oh, she's removed all mentions of Ishojo. Okay, so no, they're all gone. No, she has. Yeah, I see. Wow. Well, it's lovely having that company. I did see a joke about HoloLive being like, what is the business strategy where you don't, all you have to do is nothing wrong and then your opponents keep shooting themselves in the foot? What's that business strategy called? I thought that was a pretty funny joke I saw. I'm not that HoloLive's never done anything wrong, but still. Valves. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good joke, actually. Because that's kind of Valve's business strategy as well, isn't it? Valve has issues now. Valve's always had issues. I mean, you'd be foolish to think that the company has not. Payment processes. Yeah, there's ways around that, I suppose. And I'm not going to get into that one because that one's in a weird place right now, and I don't think that story's finished. I think we're still working on that story. But at the same time, it's very much like they came for this. Gross. They sorry, I saw where that was going in my head, and I was like, do I? Yeah, I've got to say the line now. First, they came for my incest simulator, not my incest simulators, but they came for the incest simulators, and I did nothing. I said nothing, for I did not play incest simulators. Good, I saved that one. Then they came for my Doom games or something, I don't know. Okay, are we back to these running? Yes, we are. Cool. Then they came for my games where I date kitchen appliances. Yeah. So to some degree I kind of understand it. Fundamentalist religious group that supposedly for women, but no turf, let's be chased away. Yeah. Well, you know how it is. About protect. No, we're not. Do I want to get into that today? No, I don't. Just assume some sarcasm was coming, though. I don't have enough stuff for that. High pressure furnace? Do I have can I do a high pressure furnace? Yeah, I've got a high pressure furnace on me right now. Chased. Yeah, that's how you say it. I'm not even wrong here this time. What are you saying, chesty? What? Chased is right? Chest? Yeah. Okay. I mean, look, I don't know. Maybe it's a regional thing. I'm not even wrong here this time. Thanks, Odava. Oh. Wait. Okay. Splee, you get a refund on that. How do I do that? I don't know. How do I do that? I'm doing it now, because if I don't do it now, I don't do it. Review requests. Quote. That's the one that has a lot of them. There it is. Last page. Oh, I gotta clear these. There you go. You pronounce chaste like chastity? Oh, chest. I see how you could get. I see where that comes from. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna do a little bit more building here. Not that it really helps me that much. It'll help later. Pronounce versus pronunciation. Pronunciation. Pronunciation? Yeah, it's not pronunciation. Pronunciation. But I mean, look, you know what? The world is a funny place where everyone says words completely differently. The important thing is we understand what we're saying and we can work with that. You know? Funny, funny place. Exactly. But, you know, communication is what matters, and the communication is happening. So maybe it's okay. No one's being a dick to each other. Well, okay, people are being dicks to each other, but not right now. That's okay. Dearest creature of creation, study English pronunciation. Never. Why was I thinking about chaos the other day? I don't know. Oh, okay, different thing. We're not talking about Warhammer 40k, I'm out. I'm the worst. I'm not the worst. I'm just naturally kinda bad. There's a difference. Chows. Okay. Has this improved my science? Kind of. Yeah, I guess. Are we making the meats? Not really. I'm not the worst, I'm just kinda naturally bad. Is that what I said? I can believe that, but still. Oh, my car's just in the worst place. Car. Take it up with Nurgle. Yeah, exactly. Hello. That's fine. Remember the basic rule? If you hit a pipe, that's fine. Pipes were made to be collided with. Okay, so... How's glass, by the way? Is glass okay? Aside from the fact of lack of lights. Yeah, I think it's doing okay. Wait. And clearly the lack of inserters. Go fix that now, because I've seen it. At some point we're going to have to... Ah, shoot. We're going to have to deal with more ash over there, too. Oh! That's alright. You know, I'm getting annoyed by it, but the point is, the ash is manageable. Which is more than it ever used to be. It used to be unmanageable. Okay, that looks a bit nicer. Into the ash hole. Probably like put a local radar over there, so we don't lose radar coverage. Takes a little bit to build an engine. Does that kind of make sense? There it goes. Cool. Happy with that. How's the ash hole going? How's the ash burning going? Mostly fine. Oh, shit, not great. Yeah. I think we have too much ash going through that part. That's okay. We've still got more than twice the amount of power we've got. Deal with these rocks over time. Okay. We just pick up these rocks occasionally. We will eventually not have any rocks here. That is what science is called. I don't know what sort of science it is that just picks up rocks randomly and then throws them in the bin. Someone's going to say, it's geology! No, you don't throw those rocks in the bin though, do you? They're minerals, Marie. Okay. 2. That's not good. What's going wrong? Still zinc? What's going wrong with zinc? Is zinc still shit? No? I mean, yes, but it shouldn't be that bad. Maybe it should be exactly that bad. How many does it need for one of these? 1? Oh, wait. It needs 10 zinc plates for that? Shit. We do need to speed up zinc, or improve zinc. That's what I'm zinking anyway. We did all this work to, like, make the mining drills better, mining fluids better, the aromatics. What's going on wrong with my aromatics? We got lots of middle oil, yes, that's good. And we need some steam, right? Is that the problem? Yeah, that's kind of the problem. We don't have enough steam. Sure, why not? Let's let that be the problem. Okay. Secondary crushers. What do they need? I know what they need. They need a bunch of simple circuits, don't they? They do. Okay, well, that's 3. Let's build some steam engines. A couple of boilers. Okay, so the problem here is we're just not making enough steam. That's coke. Those ash boxes are filled up too. Okay, that's one more problem that I hadn't considered. Why did I make steam engines? I don't need steam engines, I need boilers. I don't want to use the steam to make power, I want the steam to make other things. Ah! We're fine. Yeah, good news, burners. They exist. So we're going to go maybe one burner. One burner should be enough. We have run out of cheap inserters. The car was going the other way. That's okay. We need more cheap inserters, thank you, sir. You. Power poles? You know what? We do need more power poles. I'd love to have light down here, but quite frankly, there's no power down here. How's the weather in Poland? Poland. I don't know. I assume so. I don't really know a lot about Polish weather. Okay, so the good news is this will deal with my ash. In time. Which is good, except for the fact it doesn't actually fix my problem of not enough power. How much ash does this make? This makes 88 ash per minute. That will deal with 200. Oh god, even if I had another one. Okay. So this is good. But then I have the problem of the ash, which would probably need to also go into the burner. Oh, whoops. That's not going to go particularly well. Let's go the other way. And then we need another burner. Probably here. To deal with that. Okay, and then we need some water. That way. 4 outsider to 2 inserters. That's correct. No, it's 2 to 2. 2 inserters in, 2 inserters out. This is a terrifying technology. Okay, so that's going to make more steam. Is it going to make enough steam? Yeah! Arguably. Into metallics, huh? We can archive that, archive that, archive that. Let's think about intermetallics. Intermit. Okay. Cool. How many of these do I want? You know what? Say 50 per minute. That seems like a small number. I regret everything as soon as I see 50 megawatts. That's fine. Oh yeah, no, I'm loving this. Okay, we need tailings. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry. That can't be right. Oh no, that's right. Is that not mining X-lit ore? Hang on, we're gonna change this a little bit because I think I've confused myself. No, no, I'm not from Poland, I'm from New Zealand, but that's okay. No one's been harmed. I mean, specifically on this instance, someone's probably been harmed, but not me. Steve has a Polish accent. How's the weather in New Zealand? We're in the middle of winter, so a bit cold. It rained all last week, and this week it's been all sun. So I'm confused as all hell, but I'll take it. I guess we could electrolyze some water. That's probably a lot of power. Yeah, that's 28 megawatts. That's... We'll figure out that later. I have a Polish accent. I do not have a Polish accent. What? Clean Nixlet. Raw Nixlet. Okay, wait, hang on. Nixlet. Oh, you know why the problem there? No, I have no idea what the problem there is. I thought maybe I couldn't mine Nixlet yet. What? Yeah, it's... People like New Zealand. They are fond of it. So we need a dig site and a Digosaurus? I'm confused about the Digosaurus part. Hopefully that'll make sense in a moment. Oh, okay, that's the next thing. Lean next lit, raw next lit. That comes from here. And then where do we get the dig site from? I don't know. Where do we get the tailings from? Tar and water. Okay. Might need more tar soon. I can find it soon. Oh, it's byproducts. Where are we getting this much tar from? I don't want to click on these buttons, but I'm going to click on them. Choose unrestricted item. Let's just keep going. That breaks something? Yes. Right, I understand, yes. And then with the byproduct of coal, we make coke. And with the byproduct of coke, we make ash. How many mines is 16,000? 148 mines, huh? That's a big mine. 18 belts of coal, huh? I'm not really believing that. Okay, we've reduced it, but then you make this turn the coal gas into synergy gas. Okay, that's something, I guess. And that's to make how much? And we're also going to byproducts of 320 coal. Let's move on. Okay, then this stuff. Fudge bunnies. You want more antimony? Yep, sure. That wasn't a problem in the first place. Titanium. Yep, this is gonna suck. Power? I haven't even looked at power. Ah. I see. That is a lot of power. Now, we could always reduce this from 50 to 25. We could. Copper, I'm not a problem, not too bothered by. Titanium, I have some of. That's not the right one. This one, yep. That's fine, I suppose. Oh, God, okay. I see. You want a lot of titanium mining. That's cool, I suppose. Nickel? I don't think we mine nickel yet. Nice to think about you. we make a lot of synergy gas, so I see no problem with doing that. Ingredients. 50 for that and that. Okay, that's fine. I suppose. You're a lumen. You're a lumen, huh? Aluminium plates. We've never really thought about aluminium seriously. Oh, there's the coal gas we don't have anymore. Goodbye, coal gas. Sorry, to just be clear. When it says I need 50 miners for that, please tell me, please, for the love of God, tell me I've still got a 50. Oh my butt. I don't. Oh my butt. Sorry, I got surprised and said something stupid there. One Digosaurus? You know what? I think I'll get a Digosaurus. It sounds fun. I don't know what it does, but I can dig it. Why are you... Oh. I don't need you. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Do you think you need that much coal? Let's go. 1, 2, 4, 6. If I change this, out of curiosity here, if I change this to say raw coal, right. But then you think you need one that. Which I suppose makes sense. Alright. Well, step one is probably get the antimony done. We're not using crude oil because I'm better than that. I like to use gasoline. I don't think I make enough gasoline to be fair, but whatever. Okay, antimony. Where is that? We got some there, which is not a bad place, and here. Other things I need is mix light. Okay, I'm seeing 2 things over there. That's good. And nickel. That's distressing. But I'm still seeing over here is a good place. What I'm also seeing is these need to be a bit faster. Power. Got a cute little light bulb there too. It's doing its best. Okay. I won't lie, I'm scared about the just sheer number of things that I have to build for them. What? That fear is what drives me. Not my car, because I don't know where that is. Yeah. We are still not making enough steam. Are you biting my butt? Okay. Is that because we are consuming the coal more? Not the coal, the coke. Yes, that's exactly why. When do I get something that makes steam in a better way? Like a fluid boiler. An electric boiler is not what I was looking for, but interesting. Never mind. You saw how much power that thing takes. Never mind. I don't want that. No, I do not. Lube for my drill, always good. Oil burner. That is probably somewhere where I want to go. I think we're a little bit of technology away from it, but that would be good. If we can burn these burning fluids, like gasoline or... Does middle oil burn? It does, not particularly well, but it burns. We've got all this gasoline that we're just not using. Probably even throwing away now. Like... That would be pretty amazing if we can get that stuff. I wanted zinc, and you know what? I still agree with that logic. Hang on. If I want zinc, logically there'll be a bunch of machines that I need to improve. I think I'm not going to worry about that right now. I think we're not going to start building new things. I think we're just going to finish the old things. So we need a destructive distillation. Destructive distillation, that's copper, iron, and widgets. Always good to have your widgets in order. There we go. So that'll get that done. Then we still need these done. Reproductive complexes. We need a lot of glass. Circuit boards. Fudge sake. Don't need to be done then. Paddock. What a paddock? Yes. Doesn't need circuit boards, it just needs glass. Alright. One paddock. Okay, we need some aluminium plates. I almost said aluminum and I'm aghast at myself even thinking the word aluminum. I'm horrified. Oh wait, I literally have a box full. Microorganism miners. Okay, what do they need? Air core inductors. Okay, we got plenty of those. We need more copper plates, clearly. Yeah, obviously. Power is constantly going to be a problem in this mod, isn't it? Until I suppose it's going to be one of those powers constantly a problem. Until it's not. Moss. Can we get moss? What do we need for moss? Iron plates. Iron plates. No self-respecting Polish person would say aluminium or aluminum. Why am I Polish now? Please, we can't let this be a thing. I'm not Polish. Nothing against the Polish people, but I'm not Polish. I'm Western European, not Eastern European. Sorry, I've just completely forgotten what I was doing. Moss farms. Is it worth improving the seaweed crop? I think so. We need tin and limestone for that. Range? But okay. I can burn fluid to power, it'll ease the pressure. I think it will. Where's the car? Oh, it's over there. Okay, well. Where I was going anyway, I suppose. So there's my purple tin as opposed to my green tin. I don't like purple tin. It's upsetting. I'm going to say it every time. It's just, you don't play C-Block twice and be okay with purple tin. You just don't. I was going for zinc. And you know what? I think I'm still going for zinc. Yeah, let's just keep getting zinc done. Limestone. We have limestone here? Surely we have limestone somewhere. Limestone's got to be around here somewhere. It's very easy to make. Oh, there's limestone. Seaweed. How many? 3? 3 will do for now. No, it's fine. We just work on it bit by bit. We never actually put the trees in here for this. I don't think it's really been a problem. As long as I remember that I never put the trees in. So if I ever go, oh man, it's weird that I'm never getting enough wood, I could just put the trees in. It's trees, son! I know someone's going to say it, so I'm going to get in there first. Oh, you gotta actually put the seaweed in there. It's. I think I like that feature. I think it makes sense. Pretty bad joke. Yeah, I know. Anyone who makes it is a pretty horrible person, honestly, as far as I'm concerned. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think I should just leave. That's not fruitful. Alright. Didn't know we were going for fruit here. Biocrud. Okay. Gotta get rid of some of the crap. The rot is taking root. Okay, what are we doing here? What's going on? Quote in scripture. Three puns. Oh, I see. Branch stand on leave fruitful root rounds. I shall allow it this time. Like I could stop you. I mean, technically I could stop you, but why would I? Try to branch out. Steve's taking my jokes. I have to come up with new jokes. We're going tree jokes. You know when Steve takes your jokes, it's all over, right? Like, be a YouTuber? Hang on, Splee, aren't you a YouTuber? Like, primarily? No shade, but what? Sorry, I'm just dying over here, don't mind me. We all saw it coming one day. Hubris. Oh, god damn it. Another plants joke. What have I said about puns in this channel? Totally fine. Especially when they annoy other people. That's my favorite part. The best part about puns is when someone goes, "Oh, I hate this. You should delete, you should ban them." And I'm like, why? I love the puns. People don't realize it's actually customary to groan or like pretend you don't like them. It's customary. If you don't do that, then what are you doing? You're a grown up. Oh, actually, I just realized I could always do another caravan. Groaning for puns is like snap your fingers for beat poets. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know anything about beat poetry, but absolutely, yeah, 100%. A bit violent. I don't know why you're going to go beat a poet, but you know. Oh, hey. Or cocoon. Beat poets do poetry slam, do they? Okay. I've just got to go get some aminos. Amnos! Sorry. No, I'm not. Amnos! 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 Need some amnos. Oh, I need more aminals. Holy shit. More aminals than I expected. We're going to slow down our formic acid production for a little bit with this, but that's okay. I think given the speed of how fast these grow, I think it should be okay. We might need more barrels of water though. Yeah, I think more barrels would be a good idea. Maybe just like... yeah, another 25 barrels. Go on. Go on, go on. I'm glad you can't run out of, like, water. Oh wait, that makes a bunch of ash. I forgot that ash is a problem. How big a problem is the latex? Huge, huge problem. Okay, cool. We're going to put the aminals in here. And what happens to them after that is not my problem. Hey, free meat. Sorry, how do you shoot jerky? Oh, I'm probably eating it. Oops, I accidentally ate jerky. It happens. BRB, everyone? Okay. Panda was just showing me like something that she was working on. And yeah. He's being creative. Okay, that's all going. I should be getting lots of aminals soon. Power is... we've just lost like 60 megawatts somehow. How did we lose 60 megawatts? I don't know. But we did. How did we lose 60 megawatts? These are all going. These are going. Arguably. Okay, we need to... okay, that's not really an explanation why we lost 60 megawatts, though. Well, actually... No, it's not really an explanation. It's losing 60 whole megawatts. Well, science... Oh, right. Also, probably... No, science picked up, sure. We had production of 160 megawatts. That's not what we have now. I got a few ideas of what probably happened. I can see a couple of power plants that have kind of crapped out because of ash. So we can probably fix that up. After zinc production is done, I don't know if we're going to start doing the zinc production, but we're going to then look at the fluid burners. I'm hoping that helps us to some degree. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side of the factory. I was told intermetallics was like the next big thing after science, and I was like, yeah, that's probably fine. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, intermetallics is going to suck. In a good way. It's always good to suck in a good way. Don't question that. We're just going to let that one live there. Thank you. I got some chips. Bit spicier than I anticipated. But overall, I'm happy. Okay. Well, there's empty space. It should be factory. Just look into your heart. You know it to be true. Okay. That is a problematic line. Change over a little bit later. Same here. Now, that is a problem. So we're going to continue spaghetti tradition. That means that's all moving now. That's good. The next part of this let's put that back through there. Then I can't even see what I'm doing. There's just so much steam. Hey, Maholican Party, how's everyone doing? Welcome. What were you up to, Maholic? Were you playing Noita? Were you being naughty? You're playing Factorio. Oh, well, good on you. We're going to put on SeiferKatt, which, by the way, I'm just going to say that there is something coming regarding this. Well, not regarding, but slightly related to this time for Nighty. I didn't see you as a Nighty kind of guy, but that's cool. Looks like I got hooked on this mod for now. It's constantly painful, and it looks like everything's tangled up in itself, but found the gold room. Ooh, nice.
Thanks for your support.
Oh no. What?
Mew 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 mew.
I didn't predict that's what I was going to do. Veldek, thank you so much for the 44 months. And may I say, meow 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 meow. Paw. Thank you. It's truly appreciated. Okay. How are we doing? So much ash. Is this actually going draining? Kind of. Kind of. We're back to 160-ish megawatts. The problem I've got is probably the best way to actually get rid of this stuff is to actually use coal rather than ash separation. Oh no, what if I did another ash separator? Salt separator. Let's imagine a world where I had the resources for that, shall we? Imagine a world where there weren't 80 million resources that you needed to carry around at all times. I cannot imagine this world, for it does not exist. Okay, well that's something. AKA, it's not nothing. Okay, here's a stupid thought. What if I did this? Like that way it's actually consuming the better stuff. Sure, some raw coal is going through. But it's still better than what it's doing now. I think. How are these going? Are these all maxed out? Yes. Are these all maxed out? No. That is sad. Understood. Understood. We have sadness. We could have less sadness. Which would probably be dealt with by dealing with the ash better. I tell you, this ash twin project... I can't think of ash without thinking of the ash twin project. Which I'm not going to go into. All I'm saying is... play more video games. Which honestly is just great advice. Ashwin Dale. I was never a big fan of Icewind Dale. Like, Icewind Dale was too combat heavy. Like, don't get me wrong, combat was... those Infinity Engine games were good for combat, but... it's like... Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were like really good stories, and Icewind Dale was just very combat. All combat all the time. Apple priority that way. Which was fine, but it's like, that's not why I play D&D. You know? I play in D&D to get to weird scrapes and scrambles. Which I will inevitably get into. And I'll enjoy every second of it, because I love weird scrapes and scrambles. I run D&D for the same purpose, to create weird scrapes and scrambles. There's nothing that makes me happier than a party going, okay, we've got a plan. We're not sure how it's going to go, but we're just going to go for it. And I'm like, yes. This is a plan that I can get behind. This is a plan. Like, there was a time where I didn't want to know what the party was planning, so I just walked out of the room while they were planning it, so that way I could enjoy being surprised by their plan. I've only ever done that once. I didn't need to, but I just really wanted to enjoy the surprise. Which is not how D&D is usually work. D&D is usually like, the DM is like fully around with it making their plans, but I was like, no, I want to be surprised by this. I want to be like, oh god, okay. You know what? D&D is what you want it to be. And role-playing in general is what you want it to be. If you are playing any role-playing game and you are having a good time, congratulations, you're playing correctly. I mean, I've played my fair share of role-playing games where I've, like, stopped playing, just gone like, nope, this isn't my table. You are not my friends. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That's a healthy amount of zinc being made. What happened? Okay, we just... 30 minutes ago just started making zinc, apparently. Okay. Sure, why not? Fluid dependency? It probably was. Aromatic fluids, I believe. Uh-oh. Uh-ohs. Wish you had that much zinc. Look, you know what? The thing about that I've learned with this is you don't need to wish. Just keep playing. You'll get there. It just takes time. Zinc from ash. Yeah, I didn't do zinc from ash. And look, I'm just as surprised to see zinc, so... If I'm surprised to see zinc, then that tells you that my zinc has not been particularly great for a long time. I think my synergy gas is... No, my synergy gas is... Could always use more. Oh. Oh, we've got enough tar. Oh, wonderful. Just burn the ash. I mean, that was the plan. Problem here is actually I've got enough iron. Which is the nicest problem to ever have in the world. Ash is your only source for zinc, lead, and aluminium ores for now. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't want to do it, because I was kind of worried that that would happen. I was worried that I would become dependent. Okay. Input priority is that one? Yes, it is. Burned a lot of ash. Wait, hang on. Have you played Pi before? Are you having a second go of Pi? Please tell me you're doing Pi for a second time. That's wonderful if you are. Doing Pi block? Ah, nice. Look, you know what? I should have done Pi block. I would have loved Pi block. Hey, it's like C block, except Pi. Brilliant. So name that checks out. Yeah, that's true actually. that would check out. Oh, actually it doesn't matter. We can also start thinking about clearing these boxes too. This is a temporary one. There we go.
Got some quality? Got some quality?
Yes, we do have quality, thank you. Okay, get rid of that ash. Also, the ash from the iron should start being pulled in here, meaning we will eventually siphon that ash away as well. Not gonna worry too much about that right now, though. I I keep thinking about Fantastic Four. It was a good movie. That's all I can really say about it right now, given the fact I saw it on day one. Always good to see a Marvel movie on day one before, like, the internet starts spoiling, like, what does the post-credit scene mean? Is Johnny truly gay? How does Johnny's hair not burn off when he bursts into flames? Do we just write about Johnny because of our sad, meaningless lives? Why does not Johnny not return my calls? You know those articles that you get after every Marvel movie? They just start talking about Johnny Storm and they refuse to stop. They will not talk about anything else other just Johnny Storm. Doom scrolling shorts. Sorry, given the fact I'm just... Was that a spoiler? Nothing was a spoiler, I'm just making shit up. Dude, it's Johnny Storm. If you think Johnny Storm be gay, I mean, then what do you don't know Johnny Storm. Doom scrolling is way funnier after I'm just talking about Fantastic Four, and I'm just imagining, you know, Victor Von Doom scrolling. If his hair is burning off, it's because dead cells shouldn't hit his fingernails and toenails burn off. No, this isn't like about the movie. This is about like all the articles that will come. Like if you look at like BuzzFeed or anything tomorrow, or Reddit, it'll just be all like they'll just be talking about Johnny Storm and how horny they are for Johnny Storm, because that's how they are after every Marvel movie comes out. They just want to talk about Johnny Storm. And look, don't get me wrong, I love Johnny. He's great, but you know, I prefer my men a bit rockier, you know? I prefer to see the Thing, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I like a big thing. For God's sake, Steve. Not say these things, you know. Burner. No, Pedro Pascal is playing Reed Richards. I don't know the name of the actor playing the Thing. You've only seen the movies? You think Captain America is the best Storm? You mean Johnny Storm? Because it's way funny the idea of Chris Evans playing Storm from the X-Men. That's a lie. That is like 2 years old. We're just playing Pi Block. We're not playing Pi Block. We're playing Pi. I need to update that. I need to go into the website and fix that. Anyway, I probably should stop very soon. I just want to do another series of Burner Nation. Okay. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes! No, we can't do 5 more minutes. We have to stop. Five more minutes is how I get in trouble a lot, because I go, oh, just 5 more minutes. Deadpool vs. Wolverine had the best post-credit scene? Oh god, I do not remember that movie. I wasn't a fan. I don't like Deadpool that much. So I just forget everything that happened on that movie. Kind of. I guess. That's it. I don't know. I don't like Deadpool that. Deadpool's just kind of. He's crass. I don't find crassness funny usually. You'd think that was not true given how I stream, but. Actually, I'm not even that crass. Am I crass? I don't think I'm crass. Am I crass? No. Good. Not crass. Thank you. Yeah, my moments. That wasn't Deadpool vs Wolverine. That was Deadpool 2. Oh, Cable and Deadpool. Sorry. Ugh, another character I'm not super fond of. Let's just not worry about that. Let's just let it deal with its problems. Oh, yes. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. I know that bit. I know the bit you're talking about now. That was alright. That was a good bit, actually. Pull those away. Uh, 5 more minutes does actually seem to be happening, doesn't it? No, I need to stop. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it later. There's always plenty of money in the banana stand, as they say. That's not going to work particularly well. Unless I do it better. Like this. There we go. There we go. I don't actually know if that's helping enough. It doesn't look like it's doing enough. Of course, like Mr. Acorn said, if I did a couple here and here, then that would probably help. Because right now it's not enough. Which means power is probably shit. Yeah, it's looking at it. It's thinking about being a bit terrible. Oh. Hey, we're making science. Or at least we're thinking about it. I love it when I think about making science. Well, we're slowly getting there, and you know what, that's fine. Everything's slowly progressing. And while it seems annoying about these burners not working as fast as I wish they did, I think it's still good, because it's still taking it out of the ground and putting it in the atmosphere where all the pollutions belong. You know, they say if the pollutants aren't in the atmosphere, you're putting them in the wrong place. Alright, cool. Let's call it. I guess we don't need to fix zinc now, actually. I was going to say I got to fix zinc, but zinc's alright. Decrease quality. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't have a way to get back to tier 1 in one button press. Because I never thought we'd be going down. Anyway. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you're new here, please do consider following. Because I'll be doing more Pi. And if you like that, there'll be more. I will next be streaming on... The problem with the burners is that I'm not inserting fast enough or fast enough belts. That's the real problem. Get less ash. That's the thing that I'm also working on. Yes, more efficient coal will be less ash, which is a thing that I'm working on my main power plant, but not my original power plants. Anyway, sorry, yes, carry on with what I was saying. Ooh, I could stop using coal. Yeah, moving on, gotta move. Yeah, I'll next be streaming on Saturday, doing more of the same, so be here for that. Otherwise, you can see me on Monday doing more RimWorld as we continue to wonder what the hell we're actually doing. Brewing beer and stealing livers. It's a livering? Whatever. Yeah. You can also go to youtube.com. Did I say that? VODs. I actually posted something the other day. I'm going to start posting my 30-hour, well, my 40-hour speed run. 40 hour achievement run soon. If that's something you want to watch, that might be fun. Also, I've got to start uploading this whole Pteranodons run, so yay. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Next time. Hey, we're going to miss minutes here. Time, yo! I just realized I was wearing miss minutes. I didn't realize that.